Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. So elaborating a little bit more on my previous video and then realistically getting the biggest drama of the week out of the way on the Monday is probably the best thing to do here. In my previous video, I spoke about a few different routes that this could take and what it could possibly be, being there was no real official announcement yet, and there still isn't as of the recording of this video. It could have been any one of those three. Now, preparing you for all three of those eventualities is very important, not to burn any bridges and to understand that this could have been one of many things, not just those three. So those who did decide to email into me and let me know this is in the United States of America and it is real, it is happening, and they got their phishing codes added in with these, so we know that they're genuine. Really appreciate those people. That really does help me out here on the channel. I like stuff like that. So I do appreciate the feedback that helped me construct this video and sort of get this update together for everybody to calm everybody down and show everybody this is not really that much of a big deal. Honestly, it doesn't prevent anything, but we'll elaborate a little bit more on that. But as we can see per this email is that it will be delisted on the 15th of February in the United States of America jurisdiction. So some of you, this is going to affect. Quite a few of you probably. Crypto.com is a very big trading app. I don't know if people do a lot of trading on there. I think a lot of people do a lot of cashing in and out on there, so to speak. It's relatively easy, I would say, in comparison to some of the other CXs that are available. With all of this being said, it's, like I said, it's important for us to understand this is just crypto.com in America. Okay, I'm going to say that again. It's just crypto.com in America. And just like the storm with the 90-mile-per-hour winds we're having at the moment here in the United Kingdom, this storm will pass. And it's a very small storm, to say the least. It's just going to be something that's easy to more or less turn into a narrative. What we need to understand is, if you're a consistent viewer on the channel, you watch all of the content, you show up here every day, you would know I've kind of been preparing you for this with the Do Kwon coverage, which is not so much positive, so it doesn't really get as many people coming in to look at it sometimes, but nonetheless, it's happening, and the United States are probably going to delist anything to do with DK at some point, specifically if he's going there for a trial hearing, and we do need to prepare for this. So like I said, this may be a person where you're like, hey dude, this actually affects me, you know, what can I do? My best bit of advice for you, and it's just advice, it's my opinion, it's kind of what I would do if I was in this situation, is to create a station wallet, an official station wallet through these documents. I'll leave a link to the official docs, but if you want to get these documents yourself and not trust my link, just go to station.money, click the documentation in the bottom left-hand corner, and it will take you straight to this. So like I said, this is the best route for anybody who wants full and total control over their coins and the ability to stake them as well. That's really important. If you're sitting on your coins for a long time, this is probably the best option for you and the safest option, because you own the wallet, you own the coins, your monomics, your coins, your wallet, your seeds, that sort of thing. This is the safest place to do it. Sending to and from an exchange to make a sale or make a trade is relatively easy, and the system itself is very fast. It responds so fast here. If you can hear whistling, folks, in the background, I'm trying to ignore it, but if you can hear that in the background, we've got like 90-mile-per-hour winds here, and it is just tearing through my building that we live in. So like I was saying, this is a really good option for anybody who's looking to dive into the full depths of the Lunar Classic ecosystem. And hey, this might be good for us as a blockchain, that we get a load more native users of Station and the wallet, and eventually turning to stakers and wanting to utilize that. If you are looking for guides on all of those different things, go to my channel, check the playlists out. We've got a whole playlist constructed of different guides of everything you would need to do on this blockchain. Moving forward, like I was saying, other places realistically you can go to in this scenario is Trust Wallet and other outlets. Like, there's going to be loads of them, but these are just some of the ones that in my opinion, are good and I use myself. So like I said, Trust Wallet's a really, really good place for you to also hold coins. Now, there's going to be loads of exchanges and loads of dexes, but realistically, like I said, this is just in the United States, and it's something we kind of knew was going to happen just because of all of the different things the SEC are doing. So, do we need to panic yet? Absolutely not. We've had all of the sort of scare events with the Fireblock situation and all of these different attempts to really crash the system. So we've still got loads of different places in Binance we're listed. We've got all of these different ones here. I've specifically turned my filter to the CEX so you can just see those. But if you look at the dexes as well, we've got it everywhere. But this is what I'm trying to get my point across recently, is we need to start to prepare for all of the eventualities that when we reach that crossroads, that we decide what we actually want as a community, as a blockchain moving forward, and where this is all going. So like I said at the beginning, right, if you have got coins on crypto.com, you're panicking, don't panic, right? It takes 5 to 10 minutes to set up a wallet, and it takes about 5 minutes to send from CEX over to Station, and it's the same for Trust Wallet. Places I don't recommend is probably like places like MetaMask, anywhere with like Ethereum stuff. It's not something that we're heavily integrated with, especially now, and the likelihood is they would end up as wrapped assets and stuff like that. So be very careful as to scammers and doppelgangers and all sorts of different people trying to cash in on this, especially with you moving possibly to like a brand new exchange that someone said, hey, you should move it to here. This is a good place to go. I'm trying to get you to see that there's a couple of really good places, but the best thing for you to do is to go out, do your own research, and try and find what the best exchange is for you in your jurisdiction, in your country where you're living. Because I've had a couple of emails and direct messages of people saying, well, look, hey, I moved when the Canadian thing happened. I moved again when this happened. And now I've got to move again with crypto.com. I really don't want to have to move again, but I'm going to have to. And that's why I think to myself, Station is the best place for you to just set up a wallet. You know, you can use this wallet on the mobile app, the extension, the desktop app, the Chrome extension, and it's moving to V3 and everything's really good. It's smooth. It does what it's supposed to do. You can stake, you can send, and there is swapping available through TerraSwap at the moment, and there are some other third-party apps. So you've got options when you're on chain. I think that's quite important for everybody to understand as we move into this week. Like I said, let's get this drama out of the way. Let's spread the good news. Let's say to everybody, hey, it's not that bad. It's just the United States. And that's really the truth of it at face value. If we try to look into it deeper, it's a real Schrodinger's cat kind of situation where we don't really know if we put some nuclear waste, a cat, and we close the box, and we just don't know at the moment. We need to see more things happen, more things develop. But what everybody needs to understand is this chain doesn't have a steward. It doesn't have an entity that is an official entity behind it. So we're going to struggle to get relisted. And these are things that we need to prepare ourselves for. And I think that's going to be more of a dilemma in the future if these delistings do continue and see more jurisdictions having to shut this down. And yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your weekends went. Let me know what coffee you're sipping on this morning, if you're sipping on green tea, stuff like that. I got some decent just green tea. It's real basic stuff. I didn't go through anything too crazy. I'm just trying to drink something a little less body destroying, I would say, and a little bit more healthy. But like I said, let me know how you've been. Let me know what's going on. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's podcasts out. I'm sorry about the sound on the previous podcast. I really messed that one up. There's another one dropping today, covering Astroport and the paper job from the developer's perspective, from the people, from the horse's mouths of who's been working on it and where it's all at, and getting you up to date with that. And folks, like I said, just trying to keep you up to date and in the loop as to what's going on. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're not, drop a comment, like. Folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and as always, catch you in the next one.